What's going on, y'all? It's your ordinary brown guy here today, and today we are going to do a quick unboxing and review of the American Lighting Neon Flex lighting strips. Now, I just picked these up from Costco. They were on sale for 30 Canadian dollars. It's a 5-meter long rope, which is crazy for that price. If you try to look that up on Amazon, you're finding a much more expensive price, especially for these neon ropes. This one looks really cool. It's got a number of different preset settings for itself. And just taking a look at the box, so it's got multiple dynamic color effects. It can be used indoor and outdoor. So I guess it must have proper connections to weather seal it. It does have the remote control, which is going to be super clutch. And the nice thing is you can actually connect up to 2 sets on one remote. So you can basically have 10 meters of this neon rope set up together in unison, and they can be controlled at the same time. So I'm super excited to give this a go, to open it up. And no, it's not the lighting I have currently on the wall. Holy cow, I'm really bad at this. There. It's not that lighting. That lighting is just normal LEDs where I can change the color, but right now it's just set at white. I have my little pink light set up in the back as well for some extra effect, but we're gonna jump straight into it, take a look at this to see what's inside the box, and then we're gonna set it up and give it a go. Let's go. Alright guys, so we're gonna start the unboxing process for these new neon LED or neon flex lights, the 5-meter ones. So in the box itself, we got another little box. I love getting boxes and boxes. It's like the Christmas gag gift, you know. In here, it looks like we just have the adapter. So this plugs into a regular outlet anywhere in your house. It's got this little switch here, and I believe this can be used to control it if you're not using the remote. And then look, it does have this little bit of a weather seal with a gasket or a rubber thing there, and then you can screw it into the lights, and imagine, to weather seal it. So it does have that weather sealing, which is really good. It seems very good quality. The rope or the wire is not thin, but that's the adapter portion. Then we got the rope. It's but very big. It's bigger than what I expected. We'll light this up in a second, but extremely flexible, which I am looking forward to, because that way you can get whatever kind of designs you want. You can almost put it anywhere in your room, whether it be around your desk, around your bed, around a picture frame. I might actually try it out on my picture back here later on to give it a go. But yeah, super flexible, and that's why I bought these, is because of that rope. You can basically do whatever you want with it, whereas the ones I have right here, they're more neat line. They don't have as much flexibility to them, so cutting corners and stuff, it's a little harder to secure them. So 5 meters of this rope, and it looks like one side is capped off, and that must be for extensions if you want to add the second one onto there. But this one just looks like the top comes off. It's a little screw cap, and that is also weather sealed. So if you're not using a second one, you just screw it back on nice and tight, and you're not going to have any issues with water on that one. Whereas the other end is left open right now, so that must be what connects directly to the adapter. I might as well go ahead and connect that. So adapter, and it goes in a certain way. There's a little notch. You can see that notch right there. That notch lines up with the top. There's a little bit of a ridge, so that notch, slide it in, and then you just screw it on like that. I'm going to push that to the side for now. What else is in here? So looks like we got a manual, French and English. I think for the most part we can do without this. They are just plug-in lights. And we got some clips. So these clips right here, are actually what you're going to use to mount these lights onto the wall. So it's the clips and the screws, so they can go directly into your wall. This doesn't come with drywall anchors, but because of the weight of the product as well as the size of the screw, I don't think it's going to matter too much. I think we can go directly into the drywall. For the most part, if you're lining it around something, whether it be your desk or the wall, normally on the edge there is a little bit of your 2x4s extruding from there, so you can actually get these screws directly into the lumber and you won't have to worry about securing it with the drywall anchor. So I'm not going to use these just yet. I want to try out the product first, see how I like it, and then before I commit to any holes in the walls, because Angelica's going to kill me, we're going to try the product out first. So let's take a look at what it looks like set up. One thing more that I did miss right there is the remote. So this, I just took off the plastic wrap from it and took out the battery cover, which has a little bit of plastic in it to keep the battery fresh. So I pulled that out so the battery is fresh. So this remote's got a couple of different features. I did have to take a look through the manual to see what each one does. So green is to turn it on, red off. One is if you're using one neon rope, two is if you're using two neon ropes. There's various color settings along here. So this first button is where you're going to get your static colors. So if you keep pressing that, it's going to cycle through the various colors. Then there's 3 different color settings with different amount of colors. So the first one is 3 colors. The second one alternates between 7 colors, and the last one 16 different colors. There's preset functions in here. So the first one is a USA flag, so this product must be made in the US. We got a pumpkin, so for Halloween, and a candy cane for Christmas. Variable speed functions, so you can go up speed and down speed depending on what different function you're using. This little yellow looks like a recycling symbol. So you're gonna press that, and this thing actually cycles through 216 different colors, which I don't think your human eye can even comprehend the amount of different colors, but that's going to be a super cool feature to try. You have this little lightning button. So if you press that lightning button, that's how you get it to flash. Depending on what color mode you're on or preset, it'll flash between those colors if you press this button. And again, you can change the speed on any one of these with these up and down arrows. The little dot 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 one, that is a fader. So if you use that fading button, you can change the speed again, but it'll fade in between the various colors that you've picked. The little play button on the bottom, now that one, if you press that, I believe that is the auto mode. So it will cycle through every different thing on here. I know it's probably not a function that's going to be used very often or at all. I definitely will not be using it because you don't have a lot of control over it. It's going to cycle through the various preset functions here, as well as different colors, solid colors, and then the flashing, and so on and so on. There's 3 different types of chase modes here that we're going to give it a try to see what it works to be, but basically you can change the way it's flowing, the direction, with these buttons here, and there's 3 different types to cycle through. So let's give that a go. I'm gonna start by turning on my neon lights. Man, these look unreal cool. And now this is obviously just set on orange, but so this, I missed one button there, this white button under the 1. So that's what you're going to use if you want to put. So I'm just going to press that there, and that's going to turn it on a solid white light. That's the only way to get white light from this neon rope, is to press this white button. The second button there, or third button down I guess, the one that I said can cycle through the static colors. So we're going to press it, and you got to press it at the sensor on the adapter there, basically that little remote with that white button on it, and that's what's going to get you connection with this. So right now I've pressed static button once, it's red, green, and you can cycle through the various colors. I'm pressing each time, but these colors look unreal. That purple, oof. I really like these. Now, I'm going to start going down these colors right here. So I'm going to start by pressing the 3. So by pressing the 3, it's static right now, red, blue, and green, and that's what's shown on the color here. The 7 has 7 different colors, so I got green, red, purple, blue, yellow, orange. And the 16, I can't even tell you half these colors. There's teal, there's a pink, there is a little bit of a white, but yeah, 16 different colors now going through this right here. The USA flag colors, so you got the red, white, and blue, pretty cool stuff. The pumpkin, for Halloween you got orange and purple, I think that's purple. And the candy cane, obviously you got your green and red, the typical Christmas colors. Now, I'm going to try pressing one of these fader buttons. So I'm going to start by pressing the first one here. So this is moving it to the right side. So it just alternates right now because I was on the Christmas. It's alternating red, white, and green to go through the Christmas colors. And now I'm going to try turning it up speed. So this is full speed. Woo-wee! It's like, and then you can get it real slow. I don't like this really slow. It kind of looks like it's glitching out on itself almost. But if you press it once, one speed up, I think this is a nice flow to it. It looks really nice. These colors are amazing. I'm going to try putting it to the 16 color because the Christmas is kind of lame. So here we've got the 16 colorway, so it's flowing these various colors, and between each color is a strip of white. So I'm gonna speed it up here to max. Oh wow. So it's alternating between all the 16 colors, and between each color you're seeing a flash of white. And I can slow it down real slow. So that's the first function here for the flow. I'm going to move on to the second flow function, also on going right. And I'm going to speed this one up because I think this one takes a little longer. So this one, it'll start by doing the first color, it'll go dim on that color and start the next color. So it'll keep going through all 16 colors because that's the setting I am currently on. This is a really cool effect. It's a nice chase, and you can go, I think this is the fastest here. So I like this. This is actually nifty. I'd use this feature for sure. And then the last chase function on the bottom of the remote right here, we're going to press that, and that seems like a very quick change of colors, and maybe that's because I'm too fast. Let's slow it down to see what's actually happening here. So this is just like a burst of light without the white in between. So see, it goes completely black, no light going through it after the colors chase through. So the first one has the white, the second one holds the color and dims it while the second color comes up, and the third one has no color in between, no white. And this one seems more like the flow of electricity. It passes through and leaves it through, nothing behind it. So that's pretty cool. Now we're gonna press the recycle looking button, the yellow button, and that is supposed to go through the 216 different colors. Like I said, I cannot tell the difference, but this is by far the coolest feature on this wire rope. This thing is so vivid, the neon colors, it's amazing. I can't wait to use this, and I'm for sure gonna keep this because for 30 bucks I am in awe. And again, you can slow this right down if you really wanted to, and it's so actually if you press this one down, if you press the yellow and go all the way down in speed, it actually stops the color. So right now I'm wearing a rainbow. It's phenomenal. But if you want to speed it up a little, so this is the fastest. It's like a disco party in here. It's unreal. I'm ready to go raving. I'm just going to wear this to a rave. Okay, we're going to stop that one. So this right now, if I slow it down, this is the 16 colorway because the yellow function doesn't work with the rest of these chase. So it reverts back to the last button pressed, which was the 16. And this is on the flash setting, the Thunderbolt. So it just flashes between the different colors. There's no chase between it. And again, you can go real fast with it, which is kind of numbing really. Or you can put it nice and slow, and now it's like a kind of like those old school Christmas lights, if you know what I mean. I'm not a huge fan of this one, but we're gonna move on to the next one. The second last button is the fade. So I think the fade is gonna be cool because it's gonna, maybe I should turn it up because it's gonna take a while. But yeah, it fades in and fades out before going to the next color, and it's like a wave, like a sine wave, going in and out and in and out, and it cycles between all 16 colors because that's what I'm on right now, the 16 color mode. And now the setting that I said I will probably never ever use except for this video right here, the auto mode. I'm scared for this one because I think it's gonna look ugly. This just looks like it's on the yellow button mode right now, which I like. Oh, now it's flashing itself. Oh no, this is the fade function. So it's just going to automatically cycle through the various functions from this remote basically without having to touch it. And maybe some people will find a use for that, but for me, I like having control of what the light's going to be doing behind me. I don't like it changing colors or changing its pattern of lighting itself up midst video. It's just not something. Maybe if I just had guests over and then maybe that would look kind of cool, but for the most part, I wouldn't use this function because I don't really have any control over it. Now that's really all that is on here. I'm gonna set this up around the picture real quick to see what it looks like. I'm not gonna put it into the wall. We're gonna set it up just to see the kind of vibe it gives, you know? Let's get to it. All right, like I said, I'm not gonna tack this to the wall. We're just gonna take the lights and kind of spring it in behind my couch here, my futon, and string it up around this picture. This picture, by the way, was given to me by my brother. One of his best friends painted it. It is a super cool piece of art. I love it. Don't mind the eyes staring into your soul, but it's a beautiful piece of art. I love it, especially with the lights around this room. It makes it really pop, and I love that pop art style. So let's get to it. What I realized is I left the power cord tied up on itself so it doesn't give me enough slack. So now I've unraveled that so I can actually pull it out a little further, so I'm not wasting a lot of the neon rope around this couch. As you can see, in putting in my new neon rope, I actually dropped it behind the couch. It ended up hitting the power cord for my other lights. So we lost that, but this looks even better, I think, without those other lights on the go. Hi Tater, hi baby. This is my puppy. This is one of my little puppies. Hi baby. They're just asleep. Both of them are taking a nap as I'm making this video. Okay, calm down. But I think these lights like this pop so hard without that extra lighting around. So I think I might remove those eventually and just have this around the painting. That to me is pop art. That just pops so much better. Tater! Okay, stop. Sit. Good boys. I got my other guy here too. This is Keto. Hi, Keto. They were both being so good, taking a nap this whole time. But anyways, that's it. That's the neon rope. And just to finish off, for 30 bucks, 30 Canadian dollars on sale at Costco right now. I believe this is a Costco exclusive from Costco Wholesale. Definitely go pick some of these up. They are super cool, and I think they're gonna make your life a lot nicer too. Thanks for tuning in today, guys. I'm your ordinary brown guy. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you liked this video or found it useful, so that you can get first look at any of the other videos I post. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye.